Hey guys, today I want to talk about why it's so weird um to know a person for so long and to just slowly start forgetting their face. Okay, so I feel like so in my life, I've already said this in my previous video, but I've had a couple of friendship breakups that have affected me a lot and that I feel like were in some ways betrayals. One of them one of them was, and then two of them were kind of mutual, but like one of them was mutual or more on my side that I didn't really want. The other one I felt like was kind of betrayal, and then the third one was kind of mutual. But anyway, so I feel like, especially for the one that is a betrayal, I feel like or someone that you're really close with, if it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner, a best friend, maybe just a close friend, all that, I feel like it's so weird, or maybe even someone that passed away. It's just so weird how, you start to slowly forget their face and how they smell and all these little details about them that are so prominent and that like, when, you know it by heart when you're next to them, but eventually, as time goes by, it's I don't know what that is. Hello. Anyway, yeah, and eventually you just start forgetting everything about them that was so special and that you held so dear to you. Like, one of my best friends, I had so many things with her that I love to do. She was the one who made me get TikTok. She was my best friend, and well, we grew apart because of time and she moved away. And I don't know. I feel like it's so weird now that I think about it. I can see, I remember her face, but mostly because the photos, not by my own memory. I remember her scent, but it's only because I was with her, oh my god, so much, but I don't remember a lot of other things about her. And it's just so crazy that people go and live their lives without you in it anymore and they don't care. That's what I feel like was the worst betrayal for me. Not out of that friendship, but out of another one. She just stopped talking to me, and I still have no explanation as to why to this day. It happened not that long ago, actually. But yeah, and honestly, it just hurt. It hurt really bad the first time she started ignoring me, because it's you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be there for me, I'm here for you, and then you just out of nowhere okay, I guess. And it's the worst part is you don't even care. You don't even think to consider my emotions or my feelings or any of that, and you don't care. Now at this point, it's been a bit of time. It's been maybe a month, a couple weeks, yeah, a month. So I'm fine now, but it just sucks. And I remember so vividly all the things that we did together and how much fun we had, but it's she's in my class actually still now. So I still see her a lot, and it's like just so weird seeing this person that you knew from so like in so much detail, that you knew basically everything about them. Now you don't even know if anything changed in their life, like anything dramatic. You don't know all this, like, and it's just wow. Like, let me just try to adjust this. Got another pillow. Adjust that real quick. I don't know if, because I saw one of my comments was like, well, I only got 3 likes on that video, but anyway, like and subscribe if you guys see this, because yeah, that said that I should get better lighting, so let me know if this is better. But I don't have a mic, and I low-key don't got the funds to get that. Anyway, I feel like that friendship really wrecked me, and I think it took the first time that it all happened, because this happened 2 times, so with the same girl. I think that it really took a toll on my mental health, and the first time, like not the second time, because then I was like more unaffected, and I learned to like put my guard up, and to like not be unaffected if it does happen again, because then I'm like, oh, so like people can really just be like that. And I think that's the worst realization, is when something like that happens to you and people just switch up out of nowhere, or like it doesn't even have to be that. It can be like, for example, you got cheated on or anything like that. It's like, wow, so you just really don't care about me. And I think that like it's just, they like alter something in your brain after that happens to you, because truly it's like such a life-changing experience. Like someone that you're so close with turns out to be someone that you would never want to hang out with, never want to be with, like and I think that it took a toll on my mental health, because I was like I didn't get why anyone would do that to me, and I was like, oh, am I not good enough? Like all these questions, like about my self-worth and everything that I had about myself, were like put into question, and they were really like I really didn't know who I was and what I wanted to be, what I wanted to, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like after that, like you feel kind of lost for some time, because it's like, did this person not want me because I'm not good enough, because this, because that? But then I eventually realized that, like, this is a cliche, but you can't always like appease people, and you can't always be friends with everyone. You can't always keep the friendships that like the other person doesn't want, you know? It's like that's just not how it works, and it sucks, because especially if you're a people pleaser, I feel like I used to be, but not that much anymore. But I feel like it sucks, because you just want to be perfect all the time for everyone, and I think like it just can be really hard to go on with your life after having a situation like that, because it's like, how am I supposed to go back to normal when I have like one less person that cares about me, that loves me and everything, especially if it's one of your close friends, because me too. But yeah, but honestly, I just feel like I overcame that, because at the end of the day, I was like, I don't want to keep on being stuck in the same cycle of drama. Like, I don't know if you guys have this, but where like you're always being pulled into some type of drama, like, or like with that one person, or and it's just exhausting at the end of the day. And like at first, yeah, I was like, yeah, it is sad, because no matter what, losing someone, even if they did something bad, is sad, because it's like, I knew you for so long, and I really enjoyed like spending time with you or doing whatever. But you just gotta be there for yourself, and you just always gotta support yourself and put yourself first, especially if what the other person like is in the wrong, because there's nothing you can do to change their opinion, because you're not in their brains, you're not like in their minds. You can't, like, you don't really ultimately have a say in what they think of you, but you can alter what you think of yourself. And you don't have to hate that person, you just have to be on like okay terms with it, because if you hate it, I think if you hate them, it like takes such a toll, also like even more on your mental health, and also just on your energy. Like it takes energy to hate, and if you just don't care about them anymore, I think like the don't care type attitude is also low-key the way that I went, and the way that I could go over something like that so quickly. Get over get over something like that so quickly. But I also had like my other friends to guide me and to help me, because we were kind of all in the same boat. We were like, what the heck, like, and so I had them as support. But if you're going through this type of thing alone, like, don't be afraid to reach out. It can be to me, it can be to really anyone, but don't be afraid to reach out, because I know how hard it is to go on with your life, and to always like to want to go back to that person and say, oh, I'm sorry, but you can't, like I already said, you can't change what they think, but you can change what you think of yourself. So you have to really always put yourself first. And yeah, and you just have to be there for yourself. And yeah, and it's also easy to get jealous of what, like, for example, if they have maybe like other friends, or I think it's also easy to get jealous of that, and it's totally normal, because it's like, if someone was a part of your life, it's not easy, because every time someone comes into your life, you expect it to be forever, you want it to be forever, but it truly never is, and the one person that's going to be with you forever is yourself. Also, just relating this to depression, I feel like a lot of people can affect, like I already said, a lot of their mental state. Therefore, it can be like depression, anxiety. Really, it can, like, anything can be caused by that type of like stuff, like relationship, friendship, all that. Because it's like, now you feel alone, and you feel like sad all the time, and not who you were before, and it changes your identity when people walk in and out of your life. So I'm gonna say it's normal. It's normal to have episodes, phases that are sad, and that is completely understandable and normal. But I want you to, if that's happening to you, to seek any type of help you want. Not like seek help, like, not in that way, but you can contact me, contact like anyone, because I don't want anyone going through that alone. And personally, also, in the other friendship breakup I had, which was when she moved away, I felt, even before that, there were like some things in her life that affected me personally, and I fell into depression after that. I was sad all the time. And then at some point I just became numb, and yeah, it was just a state that I never hope to go back to, and I hope that, and it just makes me so, like angry that so many people in the world suffer from depression, suffer from all of these different, like, things, because it's like no one should ever go through that, especially go through that alone. I think for me that's the main thing, because I had someone helping me while I was in that state, and they were going through the same thing or something similar than me, and it truly helped me, like, the most. But ultimately, like, you have to get out of that yourself, and yeah, maybe you don't have anyone because that person that you were with, like, they were your best friend, but you can always contact me or contact anyone. I'm sure you can find some resources online or on YouTube, like, yeah. And depression is also not something to be laughed at or any of that. I think that people who do that are just mean, and you know, I also think that depression and anxiety and OCD and, like, all of these disorders are stigmatized, and people don't want to talk about it because it's like a touchy subject. But I want people to talk about it more, because that is the real change that we need, is for people to talk about it so other people can relate to it and know that, like, yeah, we all have different situations, but at the end of the day, we feel the same. We feel the same, like how bad we feel at the end of the day, or how numb we feel. Like, a lot of people experience that, and by not talking about it, you just make it worse. Like, not you, but just, like, in general. Yeah. And I just really don't want anyone to suffer, because I know what it's like. And yeah, depression is something that is horrible. I'm just saying depression because I personally experienced that. I'm not really that well versed in all of the other disorders. I don't know what they call it that, because I don't think it's a disorder, but, like, all of that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I created a list, actually, of other things I want to talk about on this channel. Let me show you guys. Okay, I want to talk about how it gets better. Always got to put yourself first, which is kind of what I talked about today, but I can go more in depth on that if you guys want. I said, you are what you consume and who you are around. I feel like that's really important. And just to tell someone that you love them, because you never know what that person is going through. You never know the battles they're facing. So, yeah, just be kind, because you're only on this earth once. So you just have to be the best that you can be. But it's okay for not every day. Every day is a new day, so I have to remind myself a lot that every day is a new day, and that so many things can happen in a day, and that, honestly, I just have to remind myself to just breathe and to be present, because I think that like we let that get away of us so easily, that we're always thinking in the past or in the future, but we're never thinking in the present. And that's why I love doing these podcasts so much, because they make me think of like the present and also of reflection. But you know, also a thing that helped me battle through depression is typing, no, my journal. I feel like, I know it's like cliche and everyone's like, yeah, it doesn't work, whatever. I think it helped me a lot, just honestly writing your thoughts down on days where you're happy, on days where you're sad, on days like you can't feel anything, on days where you're angry because of like you're like, why am I here? Like, you know, just write all that in your journal, and I swear it'll help you, because if you don't have anyone else, even though you do, it always helps me. What other things? I don't know. I like doing things that like make me happy, because I feel like also depression comes with like always, for me, always comes always being in the same routine, always like doing the same thing and never having fun. So I think going back to your roots and like doing fun stuff, like I have these books that you can put like they're like a doll and then you put clothes on them, and I like to do that when I'm sad or anything. It really helps me a lot. So just finding stuff like that like makes life more enjoyable. Like every step counts to a healthier you. So anyway, okay, that was a long outro. Oh my gosh. I really hope that you guys enjoyed that, and let me know what other things you guys want me to talk about, if any. So yeah, hope to see you guys in the next episode.